Hi everybody, and we're on the GamingOnLinux.com server. My favourite server to be on, ever. To play a bit of Minecraft. And we are here for a few things today. We got a few things to show you at Beemer's place. And we are also going to be talking in depth about the competition. And how you can enter and what you can win. So, this is Beemer's Skeleton XP farm. I've just been standing there for a little while, not very long at all, just to test this out, just to get a few bones as well. And here you can see they drop straight down here. And then you can just attack them like so. Just check the sound, should be okay. Paranoid since the Puppy Dogs Games videos, Puppy Games videos, because the sound on those was a bit off, definitely. There was no sound sliders in the game, so my voice was too quiet compared to the actual game audio, but it should be okay for this. But the really cool thing I wanted to show you while we were at Beemer's is his new farming machine. And this farming machine accepts 4 different types of crops, and that is wheat, carrots, potatoes, and cocoa beans. And you just go along planting like this while a horse gets in your way, and then you accidentally get on the horse. No, that doesn't usually happen, guys, just to me. And then if you press the button, you get 3 pulses of bone meal, and you can just collect your carrots or whatever your crop was and go again with a little bone. I've seen similar stuff before, but this has got to be one of my favourite little machines for farming. I should have brought potatoes with me rather than carrots, really, because, you know, carrots aren't that great. But here's the redstone. He hasn't finished, like... He's still working on this right now, so I don't really want to show you it too much, but basically, to put it really simply, it just pulses 3 bone meal from each of the dispensers, and then pushes the dirt blocks and jungle wood logs back and forwards. It does the logs for cocoa beans, and that's basically all there is to it. It just shakes off the crops, and then you can collect them. So this is this is nice. Beemer's little place. His house is down there. He's got AFK now, so we can just walk around in circles around him. He won't know. But you know, he'll probably see it on a video when this video is uploaded. So let's get on to what this video is really about, shall we? No, not /back. Let's go /home. Right, we are now back in our loved Linux land. And this is where the competition is taking place. Now, there's not much here at the moment, and a lot of the reason I've been making it so large without building so much is because of this competition. As you can see, I've been extending it in all directions. I've pushed the animals back over here into this nice big pen, and we've got all this large area to build here, because this is where you will build for the competition. Now, you can build anywhere where there is checkered stone floor, like this, and each person is allowed up to a 10 by 10 space, which is the same size as this hole that I'm building my house in. So you can see that is actually quite a large space. You're allowed more space underground as long as you don't get in the way of anyone else's entry. You've got to leave enough room to walk between each of your builds. And the builds themselves, which I don't think I've mentioned yet, have to be mini-games. So the idea is the person who makes the best mini-game wins 5 games that can be played on Linux. I believe they all work on Windows. I'm not 100% certain about Mac, but definitely Linux and Windows. But let's face it, if you're going to be playing on this server, you're probably a Linux user anyway. What I will do actually is I'll come right back. I'm just going to check the games now and see which ones work on what. Okay, be right back. Right guys, good news, I can confirm that all 5 games work on Windows, Linux and Mac, but I recommend playing them on Linux, obviously. So, the games are the following: Space Pirates and Zombies, which is awesome, little space strategy game. We have King Arthur's Gold. I don't actually know much about that one because I haven't played it myself. I'm not going to say anything too specific, but it looks really good. I do have a copy for myself as well, obviously, but I haven't got round to playing it yet, and I feel kind of bad about that. But anyway, moving on, we have Anakin, which is a old school 2D sort of like retro pixel side-scrolling platforming sort of beat-em-up game. It's hard to explain, but it's very retro. You'll know what I mean when you see it in action. We have Fairy Solitaire, which is obviously a solitaire game with a unique RPG twist. And last but not least, we have Scoregasm, which is like a twin-stick shooter, for lack of a better description. You move your ship around and use the other analog stick if you're using a pad, say, for instance, to shoot in that direction. So one stick's for movement, one stick's for shooting. Anyway, so they're 5 great games. I brought them all, especially for this competition. I made sure they all work on Linux. Scoregasm and Fairy Solitaire, you might have some troubles getting to work, but just post something on, say, the Gaming on Linux.com forum, or just read some threads about it, and either I or someone else will help you. Bear in mind that Anakin is actually wine-wrapped game, I believe. But it's still, it still runs under the Linux Desora client. And that's the other thing as well. Anakin and King Arthur's Gold are Desora, whereas the other 3 games are Steam. So anyway, whoever builds the best minigame gets to get those 5 games. So you have a 10x10 space, don't forget that, guys. You have to build it here in Linux land, and the coordinates of Linux land are being shown right now. If you just head towards these general coordinates, if I stand somewhere still for a minute, and you can't miss it. There's a giant penguin, we have the parkour tower, and it's a huge place. As I said, there's plenty of space to build. I will be building more space if it's needed, if there's plenty of entries in the competition. Pretty much anything goes as for what the mini game is. Preferably try to avoid, say, like just making another parkour tower or something like that. If you see someone making something that looks really specific, try to make something a bit different to give yourself to stand out. You have a lot more chance of winning. To be honest, you could still make a parkour tower because mine's not finished and it's not that great. But I just suggest trying to make really different things to make you stand out. And for those of you that aren't members of the server, if you can make a mini game and show me on video, or send me a link for the map download in on private message on YouTube or something. What I will do if I get any entries that sort of way, just from people on YouTube, then I will get together a few little games for the best one of those as well. And I'll make sure that you get a prize as well. So basically anyone can enter this competition, but it is primarily for people that use the GamingOnLinux.com server. So go over to Gaming on Linux, check it out, look for the server information, join the server, build yourself a mini game, and win some fantastic games. Sorry, this is a bit of a weird short video, guys. Just wanted to explain the competition in a video format. Check this out. One of these spaces could be yours. If you like this video, please give me a like. It helps more than you could possibly ever imagine. Subscribe if you want to see lots more Minecraft content where I will be doing more than just walking around and talking. Take care all, and keep crafting.